Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. Peoples, where you at? I got some sad news for y'all. Unfortunate situations out here. Come on in, peoples. Hold on. I'm out here talking about hold on. I don't think y'all might as well say bye bye, Goomba. Y'all might as well say bye bye, Gerald or Jaguar Wright's husband. Good night. Bye bye. You had your moment in this, in your, you had your shining moment, sir. Cause I don't see Jaguar Wright getting back with no husband, y'all. Fruit of the Sun, Jayla Mink. Uh-oh. I know y'all care. I know y'all care about this story. It really touches your heart. It really strikes a chord, strikes your nerves, touches you a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, it might be over for real. It might be over for real, y'all. I mean, just the other day, I did a video. I was listening to someone named Toni, who's supposed to be the best friend of Jaguar, right? You saw it, right, Brad? I just wanted to see if I saw the same thing, because I don't know if I heard the same thing or if it all put two and two together. But in one video, the last video I did was trying to say, you know, Tony's a real friend of Jaguar. Hit that like button, beautiful people. I was saying that Tony is a good friend of Jaguar, and in that video, I played a little bit of Tony, and she was telling Jaguar, "What are you doing with SOULAR?" She was saying, generally, what's she doing with SOULAR? What's SOULAR in the picture for? SOULAR. Tony was pointing at SOULAR as the problem. You saw it, but now Tony got real mad in this video. Tony in this video was like, leave him. Leave.
Now listen, when you were away, I told people that things were not. Listen.
See, this is the Tony tried to talk all calm, cool, collected. Tony was like, listen, Jaguar, when you were gone, I basically told everybody, and then Jaguar took over the whole conversation, rapid fire, talking. Jaguar was gone. So the last video, Tokyo was wondering what's SOULAR doing there. Tony was saying that Jaguar's husband should whip SOULAR's behind. You heard that? And in this video, she's saying she should leave her husband. I'm talking about, you got Jaguar Wright still talking about her husband beating her. You got Jaguar Wright still today talking about her husband's friends beating on her. You still have Jaguar Wright today talking about her husband ain't shit. Her husband is inbred. Out of nowhere, she starts talking about how her husband is an inbred, meaning his mother, okay, his mother may be the mother, but his father just may be his uncle for real, or his mother's brother. She sat up there in this video with Toni. She admitted she ain't seen no doctors yet. She admitted she hasn't been evaluated by a doctor. And she also said her husband is an inbred. I gotta find that part. Did anybody else hear Jaguar Wright? You heard that, Edwards? You heard that, right? She's still saying her husband is the mentally ill one. She's still saying these things that her husband and her friends beat her up when she was trying to save SOULAR. Meanwhile, SOULAR didn't just pop up at the barbershop and just start getting beat down. They approached the barbershop. She came there with SOULAR, knowing her husband would be pissed off, as any husband would. Your wife bringing around some 25-year-old super fuckboy. You'd be mad too a little bit. Some. Is she out? No, she's still in some medical mental spot. She hasn't even seen or been analyzed by a doctor yet. She's talking how she's meant to be there and that she's already praying over a lot of the women that are in this mental spot. Jaguar Wright was so, she believed that she's in the spiritual place where she needs to be. She's so into that that she was telling Toni we should open halfway houses. All based on her experience so far. She wants to go and help more people who need, but she's not done with her own help. This is classic carbonation situation. She wants to help more people. She's bumping into women in this mental facility where she's staying. And she's like, wow, she's praying over them. She's talking a lot of Jesus Christ talk. Jaguar Wright is talking a lot of that, praying over women that she's in the facility with. She's saying, and this is sort of what Toni was saying, that Jaguar Wright is the type of woman that wants to give her everything or whatever, spend all her time with the less fortunate, help people. But my whole thing is, look at what Velvet is doing. Look at what Light Body and all these other carbonation type people are doing. These are people who haven't even begun to heal yet, thinking that they're ready, willing, and able to heal other people and open up this. And you got Velvet, who's barely getting into her own as a single mother, but Velvet is now joining forces with some other woman talking about we should all come together as a community for single mothers. And she ain't really done the single mother thing herself yet for real.
Further immediately determined that said proposed patient, and proposed patient is me, Jaguar Wright, presents a substantial risk of serious harm to self.
She's saying that her husband got her all into this thing. He got a court order saying she's got to sort of deal with this, but he's the mental. I don't know what to believe, but one thing's for sure. I don't see why he would want to stick around as her husband after this. I don't know why he would even try to be some Jaguar Wright husband after this. She chose him. She could let him go. She could release him. He's got to step away. He's got to know when. He can't force her to stay there. She's been complaining this whole time. Look.
If not immediately.
Check this out.
My husband's name ain't on it. The cop's name. So, as soon as I'm done, sweetheart, please stop fucking our uncle.
Here you go.
I was on the phone with you.
I almost had to jump out the car.
I was on the phone with you.
Oh, yeah, you was on the phone because I called you and told you I was hitchhiking back to Dallas if need be. My husband's crazy. He's a veteran. He's crazy, but it ain't just a veteran. It's the simple fact that he's inbred. And people don't realize when people are inbred.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I should be.
Why you laughing at that, Toni? Toni sat up there and laughed when Jaguar Wright said her husband is an inbred. And my thing is this. They've been married for 4 years. She suddenly cares about all that now? She married the dude. You the one marrying an inbred? Like you married the inbred. That's what pisses me off. A lot of people get together, they marry people, flaws and all. They love you for who you is, so they say. And then once everything don't quite go the way you want it, once things go south in the relationship, what happens? They bring up the shit in your closet that they already loved you for. You already loved him for his inbred. You ain't care. You got a whole son calling him stepdaddy, and now you out here talking about he's inbred. It's important to know still she hasn't been analyzed or evaluated by no doctor yet. So she's still talking as if, you know what I mean? She hasn't been checked out. Meanwhile, Tokyo Toni is cracking up. That Jaguar Wright says, you know what? It's not really so much that he's mental PTSD. What the real deal is he's an inbred. Like, what is that? Like, why is she doing this? This is one of those situations where it might be best to just stop talking. It might be best to just stop talking until you get some evaluation. Because you can't really talk about how your husband beat you up if you were the aggressor or if SOULAR was aggressive, and we don't know, we don't think of SOULAR that way.
Left.
No, I'm not lying, Hope.
No, I'm
His
sorry.
father, the man that he's named after, isn't his father. His uncle is his biological father because his mom was fucking her uncle.
His mother is. That was just too much. It was heavy. It was a lot right there, real quick, and just Jaguar just speaks it all so fluently and smoothly, as if it's because again, she's the one who married the inbred. Jaguar, right? You got to be careful with what you share, shouty, because you basically letting us know that you the type they got no problem having sex with, marrying, or you know, calling your husband a man who's inbred. And then you're going to try to make it a joke and laugh at him and disparage the man if it's true. But you're the one that married all of that. You married every bit of his inbred behind. Shout it. I'm not laughing that you told the world this, exposing this really personal thing that he can't help. I mean, really? Is that some sort of violation? I mean, damn, is that a HIPAA HIPAA violation?
Mom's brother and got pregnant by him. And then
Now, yeah, see, she's trying to get a divorce. She's doing whatever she can to make that man feel like he just lost one. That's what I'm saying, Jess. She loved his dirty draws. She lived with the dude. She went on a tour traveling with the dude in the car when they had the dog, a bunch of clothes in the car. So it wasn't a big deal that he was inbred then, so I'm not going to make it a big deal that he's inbred now.
they tried to sit there and pawn it off on the man that she's married to now, have a bunch of babies and all, make it look good. The man's name still ain't on his birth certificate. My husband pushing 40. See, when you're dealing with incest, there's lack of impulse control. See, there's too many of the same markers. There's too many.
She said when you're dealing with incest, there's a lack of impulse control. But again, we haven't seen any kind of evidence of a lack of impulse control. We haven't seen it. We saw him getting a little rowdy with little chump ass SOULAR. We saw a little bit of that, but this is very weird, y'all. She's sleeping. I didn't even know she was married to an inbred dude. Wow.
Of the same allele. There's too many of the same. And see, they come from that native blood. And you know those natives, they like fucking their own. You know those Native Americans, they like fucking their own.
See, now we got a problem here. Now we got a problem here. She went a little bit further. She went beyond her husband, her inbred husband. And we're seeing a lot of lack of impulse control in Jaguar. As Stephanie Speaks says, we see a lot. She's putting that all on display, right? She's putting all of her lack of impulse control on display. I'm getting the sense that there's a lot of projection going on, meaning, and you see a lot of that with carbonation too. Like, they could be dealing with all manner of bullshit, but they'll be like, you over there. They could be STD central, but they're going to clown the person they were dealing with for having the STD. This is nuts. So now she's going to go further and talk about how Native Americans love incesting with each other. She's talking about Native Americans love inbreeding. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a some out in Pennsylvania, a Mormon thing or Amish thing, inbreeding. I thought it was like a royal family in England type of thing, inbreeding. I didn't know Native Americans were about that life. And why is she bringing up that now? She didn't care about none of this Native American inbreeding. Her husband was an inbred. She loved him for that. Come on, Jag, stop it.
And that's what my husband comes from, and people don't know that.
Why do people need to know that? Are you steady trying to put stuff out there so that you would seem different? You want to put all this, throw his name, throw mud on his name, throw mud on his family, throw mud on his inbred situation, throw mud on everything but yourself.
I didn't know that. We was only together for 21 days when he insisted we get married.
Oh. So you were only together for 21 days when he insisted you get married. And you were just like, okay, my inbred lover, I'll do it. 21 days, no problem. I love you too. Like, what the fuck? You make it seem like he forced you to get married. Okay, my inbred friend I just met, 21 days. Or maybe she found out later because, first of all, this is nuts, y'all.
And I've been dealing with all of this for 4 years now.
You've been dealing with all this. An inbred husband who's allegedly beating you up. And you've been dealing with this for 4 years. You've been dealing with it very well, almost like a champ. Because it's like you've been dealing with everything else but that. There's something going on here.
The beating, the hiding it, because I'm just waiting for him to get himself together, trying to get him together, trying to pull it together. And now he done found a way to get me in here to try to make me look crazy so he can.
So he found a way to try to make you look crazy? That's not how I view this, Jaguar. We're not going to make this some elaborate plan of Goomba. He didn't call you to the barbershop to come holler at him. And he definitely didn't tell you to bring SOULAR. He didn't tell you to bring SOULAR. So it's not a situation where he found a way to make you crazy. We saw something approaching loose screws ourselves. We saw the eyes ourselves. He was in the barbershop, as he said, chilling. But out of nowhere, it was your eyes that were bugged out. Even your boy, SOULAR, was trying to calm you down. You almost whipped his ass, okay? So this is not a situation where your husband found a way to make you look crazy. Nah, shorty. You might be doing a pretty good job of that your damn self, because part of the crazy is marrying somebody who's inbred. Because what does that mean for any kids you two might have? That kid might have a third ear growing between his eyes. You're gonna sit up there and marry a dude who's an inbred, and what are the statistics? What if you all had a kid? Then your kid would have been like, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, Jack.
Look, say, while he makes excuses for one of his friends putting their hands on me and ground pounding me. Fucking right, I pull my son's ashes out and say we can all die today.
Okay, so if some dude was actually beating you up on the ground like that, then he deserves whatever he's got coming, but you can't be throwing ashes around. You got to know, Jaguar, that if you throw some ashes on somebody, they might not know that it's ashes. First of all, they just look at you crazy, like, look at this motherfucker. She throwing dirt on niggas. Where the fuck they do that in Philly? You just throwing dirt on niggas, girl. Your little dirt don't hurt me. They're not gonna know it's ashes. She's making it seem like it was some tough type of thing to do. She was like, yeah, nigga, that's right. I threw them ashes on you. We can all go. We can all go. What is you talking about? That's right, nigga. I threw them ashes.
Down to me. You fucking right. I pulled my son's ashes out and said we can all die today.
This is weird. You pulled out your son's ashes after allegedly being beaten. You throw the ashes on the dude. He's sitting down, by the way. He's not even in any kind of a threatening position. He's sitting down, by the way. And you throw ashes talking about we can all die today? Was he supposed to feel like his life was about to be over just because you threw ashes on him? No, not me. We can all die today. I'm like, the only way I would have been like, if I had some new shoes on or if I had a tight little suit, I would have been like, yeah, you about to die throwing all that dirt on my suit. What is wrong with you throwing dirt on my suit? You throwing the ashes, if anything, that hurts you. And it makes your son look down on you like, damn, ain't I worth more than that to you, ma? You just gonna throw me at a nigga. You know I can't do nothing to him when I am in ash form. I can't do nothing to him, ma. I'm in an ash form. I'm basically powder, ma. I can't do nothing. I can't pretend you. I can't defect. I can't protect you, ma. She threw ashes on a nigga. Can you imagine somebody pulling that off in like a movie or some thriller action movie? A dude roll up and be like, ah, yeah, nigga, that's my son's ashes right there. We could all die today, nigga. What the fuck? Can't nobody threaten nobody with that. You can't go rob a bank talking about, give me all your money. Boom. You can't try to do nothing against nobody. Those ashes won't subdue nobody. Those ashes is not a tough move. It's not. Yeah, I gotta hear that again. She's like, I don't know. We gonna all die today, as she throws ashes.
He makes excuses for one of his friends putting their hands on me and ground pounding me. You fucking right. I pulled my son's ashes out and said we can all die today.
You see what I'm saying? Imagine being beat down as a woman, but you're pretty aggressive your damn self. You pretty much initiated any of it, you know what I mean? And then she somehow has ashes in her pocket. It sounds like some premeditated thing. Or maybe there are some people that whenever they put their clothes on, after the shower, they figure out what they're gonna wear, they put their clothes on, and then some people might slide some ashes in their pocket. I don't know, for whatever reason. Just the ashes though, not the urn, not ashes in a case that you put somewhere else. She put the ashes in her pocket, and then she's gonna use it in self-defense, y'all. She's gonna use it in self-defense. Now I get it, because sometimes you might want to throw something in somebody's eye so they could be temporarily blinded as you start whipping their ass. So in that sense, it's a good move. But the way she did it, it was almost like she thought the throwing of ashes alone was gonna hurt somebody.
You're fucking right.
All right, I get it. I can cap it off from here.
While he was beating on SOULAR, I was afraid.
There you go, Tokyo Toni, trying to, what are you trying to do? Direct the conversation, right? And it ain't work, did it? It didn't work, did it, Tokyo? Why? Because you're dealing with a strong personality, and Tokyo Toni ain't that strong. It is illegal to sit up there and throw ashes. And here, Tokyo Toni's trying to regulate the conversation. She's like, okay, I can take it from now. And then Jaguar keep talking.
I gotta go, y'all, because it's time.
I finished from here.
I'll
I love you too.
That was a bonus free.
You already know I'm right here. I'm chilling.
All right, love
I love you, babe.
Tokyo Tony's like, I'm right here. You already know. I'll say yes to whatever you want me to say yes to, and I might try to interject here or there, and you'll talk over me. But whatever. I'm here. I'm here. That's right. I'm Tokyo Tony, and I'm here. I'm pretty much a yes man, but whatever. I'm listening. Just the other day, I was saying your husband should whip Solar's behind, and today, I'm saying you should leave your husband. And that's where Tokyo Tony's coming from. She's shorty's like, she like on a little emotional yo-yo Tokyo Tony is. Because Tokyo Tony on one hand was saying, Goomba should whip Solar's ass. Solar got no reason being around married people. That was all Tokyo Tony just a couple days ago. But today, with Jaguar on the phone, with Jaguar on the phone, Tokyo Tony is saying, you should leave your husband.
Behavioral Health Hospital, where said proposed patient is to be detained according to belief of the applicant and certifying physician are adequately supported by the
I'm telling you, and I never told nobody to leave their husband in life.
You heard?
Leave that nigga.
That was set up by my husband.
Leave him. I'm telling you, and I never told nobody to leave their husband in life. Leave that nigga.
See, she's telling him to leave that nigga. And just a couple of days ago, she was saying, look, the title of her video, I believe, is Goomba Need to Whip Solar's ass. The title of Tokyo Tony's video, I believe, is Goomba Need to Whip Solar's ass. And that was a couple days ago. So maybe Tokyo Tony has learned some new information. However, she has learned it.
Wait a minute. The state of Texas for the best interest and protection of Jaguar Wright Johnson. 2, peace officer unsigned, designated person unsigned, order of protection. 2, peace officer unsigned. Yet I got to prove to him I'm saying I ain't seen a doctor in days. They done had me locked up for 4 days.
They done had me locked up for 4 days. She ain't seen no doctor, she said. So nothing's changed on Jaguar's side, but what's changed on Tokyo Tony's side? Because just yesterday, Tokyo Tony, you were saying Goomba, or Jaguar Wright's husband, should whip Solar's behind. And now she's saying what?
I haven't even been evaluated.
I know.
Wait a minute, Tony, listen.
Listen.
See, she's like, wait a minute, Tokyo Tony, listen. Stop talking, Tokyo Tony, listen to me.
Court order that was set up by my husband.
Leave him. I'm telling you, and I never told nobody to leave their husband in life.
Oh, so just because you ain't never told nobody to leave their husband in life, this should be really serious, right? Or maybe you should have told people before to leave their husband. Like, you got to go back, press rewind, like regret some shit. She said, leave that nigga. She type to tell Jaguar anything Jaguar want to hear. Shout out to Tokyo Tony. But I just wanted to bring this here, y'all. I just wanted y'all to hear that Jaguar Wright is still on that same frequency that she was before. That Jaguar Wright is still talking that talk. Like, she hasn't really mentioned Solar as her higher self yet, which is a good thing. But she's also talking that other talk, which is she's gone beyond her husband being abusive. She's explaining why he's abusive. Not just because of PTSD, but he has a tendency he lacks impulse control. Because like most Native Americans, she says, he is an inbred, a child, a love child maybe, or incest child between his mother and her brother. And we sitting up here like, wait a minute, you 4 years later, you just figuring out how messed up that is, shorty? So something ain't right. Something ain't right, but shout out to Jaguar Wright. And shout out to Ao Yao. But I need to see more evidence. Maybe Tokyo Toni needs to speak up more about moments where she was on the phone and Jaguar was complaining or Jaguar was arguing with her husband. We need to see more evidence. We need to hear more instances about Goomba or Gerald's so-called lacking of impulse control because we don't see it here. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but at least it should. I wish it should have been a situation where he was trying to break in some area where she was hiding out with Solar. Let's just flip it around a little bit, just to fit it to her. We gotta flip it around a little bit. Like, imagine if it was a real situation, right? The only way I'm thinking it's possible is if Goomba or her husband himself had gone out of his way to go find where she was with Sassy Solar and to then try to do certain things to make her look crazy or to bring his boys and just out of nowhere just jump those dudes. He didn't go out of his way. He did not go out of his way to do anything to you, Jaguar. You he didn't go out of his way to do anything to you, Jaguar. He didn't go out of his way to do anything to Solar, Jaguar. So I don't know what the blood clot. I need a drink. And I don't even keep liquor in my crib. What's up, Kimmy? I got a headache, Kimmy B. I got a headache. Because just yesterday, Tokyo Toni was saying, man, I'm going to repeat this one more time. Just yesterday, you know what? Let me just look at Toni's channel real quick. Y'all might think I'm joking. Shout out to Tokyo Toni, though, by the way. And I just want to see something, what the name of these videos are. Because Jaguar Wright was right there talking to Tokyo Toni in the hospital. But look at this, y'all. I'm going to see if she still has a video up. No! Wait a minute. Where is this video? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did she delete? Wait a minute. Oh no. I think she deleted a video. I think Tokyo Toni deleted a video. Because Tokyo Toni had a video, and it was a long one, where she was going in on Solar. And I played that video in my other channel. I played that video. I named that video in my other video. I have a video on my channel called, on the front, you can see I said Tokyo Toni, a real friend. And in that video that I did called Tokyo Toni's a real friend, I talk about another video Tokyo had on her channel that no longer is there. And in that Tokyo Toni video, Tokyo Toni was telling Jaguar Wright's husband to go whip Solar's behind. And now, things are different. So, we all don't know. It might be disabled. Look in your history. That's a good point, because I did press play on it. I definitely pressed play on that thing. It might be disabled. Good point. But, oh my goodness, look at this. Osunyemi, Jaguar Wright event today. Hold on. Jaguar Wright exclusive. Hold on. MLK statue video. All right. I am a friend. Tokyo Toni says Jaguar is not demon possessed. The real Jaguar, right? Nope. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah, I think it is gone. But like I said before in the other video, and I'll end on this point right here. I'll end on this point right here. Because we have witnesses, not just of the event, the incident that happened outside the barber shop. We have another witness that talks about the husband, and that is Jaguar Wright's own blood son. Does not like SOULAR. Her own blood son loves the husband. And there's a mutual love and appreciation between Jaguar Wright's husband and Jaguar Wright's blood son. But now she's trashing Goomba as an inbred with PTSD. All on the internet talking about how his mother was fucking her brother and Goomba is the result. And he does not know how to control his impulses. But she does. But she does. She got the impulse control of a of a what? Of a monk? No, we saw her wilding out. People were like she demon possessed. People thought she was on drugs. They saw something in her eyes. We didn't see nothing in his eyes. He sounded like he was deliberate and kind of a smart dude and shit. Uh, they are going to keep her there indefinitely. Damn. Goomba does seem slow, but you know, he was all articulate when the cops were around. He was telling people to pray for her. I don't get it, man. You know how backwards and people don't really mean it when they say pray for her. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. No, people don't really mean that shit, man. Oh, this is weird, y'all. Because but see, now she's, whatever. I'm about to get up on out of here, y'all. We've been here long enough. Thank you for pressing that like button. All 50 of y'all up in here because this is crazy. We just sat up there and heard both sides of the story, y'all. Hold on, because I ain't crazy, y'all. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Because I got my own video evidence of what Tokyo Toni said. I got my own video evidence of what Tokyo Toni said. Thank her for her cervix. Tokyo Toni says Jaguar is not a demon. Let's. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, share the video. That Tokyo Toni is very important in this story of Toni. In her speaking for Jaguar Wright so far, she's come out and said, listen, Jaguar Wright is not no demon possessed. Jaguar Wright is a solid human being. Jaguar Wright is a good person, very little support throughout her career. But people, we needed to hear something from somebody else. And to self. What Tokyo Toni got to say. So the first video I play of Tokyo Toni, woman, it's Tokyo Toni talking real calm and cool, collected. She's like, Jaguar Wright is a woman of integrity. She's a little something like Harriet Tubman, but you know what I'm saying? She's also like, Coretta Scott King with hers about it. She helps Everybody, she puts herself out there. She was trying to help Velvet and Solar. And I was talking about how, wow, this is a different Tokyo Tony. But now this is what I say next. Of integrity. Can handle videos. Solar's behind the stand as of 22 hours ago yesterday. Videos. Goomba, which is Jaguar Wright's husband, Gerald Johnson. Tokyo Tony is standing up as of 22 hours ago yesterday saying that Goomba, Jaguar Wright's husband, needs to whip Solar's behind. That's what Tokyo Tony is saying. As a friend of Jaguar, as someone who is standing on that can handle a lot.
However overwhelmed.
As of 22 hours, so standing on the support that 100%. Shout out to Tokyo Tony. I mean, you could on the line on behalf of Jaguar.
Placed somewhere. If those things are happening, I think
Tokyo Tony said, Jaguar Wright helps everybody or wants to help everybody. Now, some here who just want to help, just what people could say that's a toxic trait too. Some people can say that's a toxic trait too, to want to get help, to want to help everybody, to help everybody. So that's interesting. She's also helped Tokyo Tony help everybody. You know, some saw her with. If you hear Tokyo Tony tell it, she wants to help the people of Carbonation.
people like this get the boots, they get the shaft, the loss.
They've got night.
Not at all.
Tokyo Tony to say, yak husbanding anything you know is another person says admiring
She speaks of my
bottom of the
they want to live.
the board.
You had to be safe. I gotta eat this man common shit, bro. You eat niggas come to be inside they fuck. No.
Thank you. This is the Tokyo Tony I was looking for. The Tokyo Tony who curses every now and then. The Tokyo Tony who keeps it a little bit on the edgy, on the gutter, on the keep it real side. The video we just saw was a more poised and composed Tokyo Tony. You know what I mean? She was more like, well, you know, some people are vocalists and she deserves respect and people are how the way they are. But this video, she's going in on SOULAR. She's saying, come on, dude, y'all were just passing around Nature Boy semen like it was a shot glass.
This nigga before and I ain't like him then, that's why they ain't want Tokyo. Yeah, because you want to keep that real. What is he doing around Jaguar Wright?
Thank you. And I'm just like that, Tokyo. Keeping it real.
What is he
100%.
doing? What's SOULAR doing?
We got friends that are around that may be a little naive. They may be a little gullible out here. Too many bit of bullshit. And that's what they are. They are Jaguar Wright.
You all about your man.
You never, ladies, you never let some little pipsqueak of a young teenage dude like SOULAR up a whole sequence, no matter. But
This a motherfucker was silly.
me and Tokyo Tony gonna have to blaze or better understand, and I'm gonna let him know too. He rolls a blunts too.
A man.
So that's where we're coming from. We broke it down as much as we can broke it down here today. I'm about to get up out of here for real. We see a little going back and forth. We don't know where Tokyo stands. Is she a yes man? I don't know. It sounds as if Jaguar Wright has helped her. So it's going to be tough when somebody who has helped you a lot for you to like go against something that they're saying. So Tokyo Tony might be caught up in a situation where she can't really, you know what I mean, go against what Jaguar Wright is saying right now. And who knows where it goes from here, y'all. I just want to come on here and say what's up to the people. Let's keep it a bean, though. Did they really? Yeah, I think they really drank something. They drank his glizzy juice. Several people probably did. They guzzled his glizzy juice. But that's that nature boy thing. But again, thank y'all for pressing that like button. I'm gonna get a couple more people to press that like button on your way out because it's at the end of the day. Right now, I'm telling Jaguar's husband, you might as well go ahead and file those divorce papers right now, dude. You could still be around if she needs some sort of assistance. But Jaguar Wright's husband, Mr. Goomba, Sir Gerald, you need to file those divorce papers right now, man. Because she's all talking about how using inbred. It don't matter at this point what her mental situation is. Maybe it'll help her mental situation knowing she is now divorced. Knowing she's about to get a divorce. Because it sounds like that's sort of where she wants to go anyway. And I can't imagine any evaluation by a doctor that'll make her take away what she's been saying today. This is today, 4 days later. 4 days in a mental institution. She's still talking the PTSD about her husband. She's still talking all that stuff about her husband, and she's adding more. She's piling more onto it as if she sat around and thought about more ways that she could expose how messed up he is in the last 4 days. She called that man an inbred whose mother fucked a brother, and here he comes. But she never thought that we would look at her super sideways for marrying a dude who's an inbred, for agreeing to marry someone after you only knew him for 21 days. Ain't that something? Because at this point, Gerald or Goomba, if you stay, it ain't about you being no good man at this point, nigga. It ain't about you, oh, you're such a strong, good man, honoring your till death do us part vows. Nah, man, it's just time to separate, bro. She put too much damage on your name already. It's and if it's true, damn, she's calling this man he's an inbred. And she's forgetting that this whole time she's been married to an inbred. Are times that hard as a woman that you're gonna go ahead after 21 days agree to marry a dude and stick with him even after you hear about the inbred thing? And all of a sudden it's a problem. I done told y'all how I really feel. I said too much on this. I need some lemonade. It is dysfunctional, Miss Winters. I don't get it. Thank you. What's up, Leonard? Yeah. Why Goomba say he owned the barbershop, owns a house, but solicited funds for Jag's bail? I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Was a bail even announced? How you gonna have a bail if you're being held in a mental spot right now? They ain't bailing you out no mental spot because you got to be solid until you can leave that spot. So I don't know about that. They're gonna keep her there for a while, right? Yeah, because she's jumping online. She wants to talk. She wants to go online, social media to like some shit and post some shit. I'm sorry, but when you're going through stuff, jumping, being on social media should be the last thing on your mind. It should be healing. It should be about healing, but who am I? Who am I? And how can I pass me the key, Sumaja? But I'm gonna get up on out of here, and I said that before, but I mean it right now. Hey man, we don't miss nothing, right? We don't miss nothing over here. She gonna try to talk about that dude as inbred like that. Damn. I'm gonna be looking at the dude a whole different way. I'm gonna be looking at his eyes to see if his eyes cross involuntarily. I'm gonna be looking at everything with this dude. Cause nothing about him screams inbred. Nothing about that dude screams inbred right now.
And nothing about him so far screams he lacks impulse control. Although I know people can be one way on the camera and be a totally different beast at home. I am aware of that one. I'm just acknowledging that we haven't seen these things that Jaguar Wright has said about him. We've seen it of her. I said, we've seen it of her lacking the impulse control and all of that. So we'll see what else it is, man. And this is your boy Marwan here at Mind Over Matter TV. Reminding y'all to keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. Peace out, y'all. One love. Oh.